since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the bip. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read. Yo.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup. Of 5.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, Herbert. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
He's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15 long. Greystone, travel. Big grip, big grip.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Get up, get up. Check 9, check 9. Do.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
2nd and 2. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 7 yards there and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Mixon with a first down carry. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Joe Mixon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. From the gun, Herbert looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And Bullock will put this one through. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Sunday, small.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Incomplete to Zach Ertz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that. Yeah,
it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Done. 180. Let's make these babies proud.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
To throw, it's Wentz. And able to find Dorsett. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a very short kick, taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Barnett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
21 yards there on 3rd down.
21 yards. First down, Bengals.
Break. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Switch up, switch up.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And able to find Green. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Set up. 18 Gator. Check my 21. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
On 1st down, Herbert. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Check 55 to Mike.
On 1st down, Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a gain of 35. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert, he's got Green. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Wentz now to throw. Complete to Dorsett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, Charlie. Lucky. Check 99. Check 99. Black. 46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, Delta. Here, shift.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Dorsett's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting. 55 to Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Open man is Ross, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
3 yards. First down, Bengals.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Herbert, he'll let this go end zone for Green. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw on second down. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Shorty. Waiting. 61. Matchbox lights. He's checking. Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, don't kill. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mixon. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Check 13. Hard. Shoot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Green brings it in. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bengal first down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert, Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Bullock good on the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dorsett making the catch. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Man 5-7.
Wentz going to throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Wentz now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 15. No. Off. Hey, Zoo.
Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
74.
Back to throw. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. From midfield, here's Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
On 1st down, Mixon. The tackle there by Cravon LeBlanc.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. 2nd and 9 now. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter is used. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do it.
And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Hey, wahoo!
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Green able to dance free. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's going to loft one deep, and this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Cincinnati, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And